This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology this week announced a partnership with the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and Stanford University to support the country's growing semiconductor industry. Through the HIVE program, the partners aim to update semiconductor manufacturing and microelectronics curricula.
Our goal is to basically create a semiconductor training ecosystem that uses hands-on practices for training for the semiconductor industry.
Dr. Azad Siamakun, professor of physics and optical engineering at Rose-Hulman, said they hope to address a need for more technicians and engineers as a result of the CHIPS and Science Act. He says UIUC and Stanford are leaders of R&D in semiconductor devices and manufacturing and complement Rose-Hulman's expertise in education.
However, our program needs to be updated. We need to move forward in several areas of integrated circuits and high-speed, high-performance devices, as well as the new generation of silicon chips that involves photonics. So photonic integrated circuits are coming very fast and is going to change basically the devices we have today and create new devices that we don't presently have in the market.
The partners plan to spend the next year and a half to put together a package of best practices and updated curricula that can then be digitally disseminated to other institutions throughout the world. Indianapolis-based software startup Elate has closed on a $4.9 million venture capital investment. The firm, which helps organizations develop and execute their strategic plans to use the funding on product development and customer support, as well as hiring up to 15 people by the end of the year. Youth advocacy group Fort Wayne United is looking for a new executive director. The move follows the departure of Eric Headley, who has accepted a position with Fort Wayne-based Serac Enterprises. The organization says it will be putting together a transition team to search for a new leader. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready, Southwest Indiana. We're headed your way. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the second annual Engage Southwest Indiana event presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank, Tuesday, April 11th at the Old National Events Plaza in Evansville. We'll be diving into regional and statewide initiatives with a focus on talent, education, and issues shaping our economy. It's all about advancing the future of Indiana. More at ibj.com/engage.
FDMC, a monthly publication covering the woodworking industry, has released its annual list of North America's largest wood manufacturing firms, and 19 Indiana businesses are recognized.
The 2023 FDMC 300 list ranks the companies based on 2022 sales information. According to the Indiana State Department of Agriculture, harvesting, milling, and manufacturing a variety of wood products is a $10.5 billion business for the state. Jasper-based Master Brand Cabinets is the highest-ranked Hoosier company, coming in at number 3 overall. FDMC says the company generated an estimated $3.3 billion in 2022 sales volume. System-wide, it employs 14,000 people and operates 20 plants throughout the U.S. and Mexico. 5 of the plants are in Indiana. The company manufactures stock, semi-custom, and fully custom kitchen and bath cabinets. 4 other Indiana firms rank among the top 35 companies, including Jasper-based Kimball International at number 23, Huntingburg-based OFS Brands at number 31, and Goshen-based Genesis Products at number 34. Number 14 on the list is Iowa-based H&I Industries, which just last week acquired Kimball International in a deal valued at $485 million. You can connect to the full list at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Lutheran Health Network in Fort Wayne is forming a joint venture with Pennsylvania-based Select Medical Corporation to provide inpatient rehabilitation and critical illness recovery care in the Allen County city. As part of the partnership, the joint venture plans to build a new specialty hospital, though financial details were not immediately disclosed. The hospital will be designed to serve those recovering from debilitating illnesses and injuries, including stroke and other neurological disorders, brain injury, spinal cord injury, amputation, and other complex orthopedic conditions. Lutheran Health is a subsidiary of Tennessee-based Community Health Systems, which has also agreed to contribute the existing 36-bed Lutheran Health Network Rehabilitation Hospital of Fort Wayne to the joint venture. Indiana University Athletics and IU Ventures have launched a new initiative to help fund and support sports technology startups. The IU Sports Innovation Initiative seeks to grow a pipeline of venture-backable tech products, but also help IU athletes in on-field competition. IU Ventures CEO Tony Armstrong said the goal is to create a game plan to advance IU-affiliated sports tech ideas and put those ideas into action.
Clearly, one way would be for us to be a test bed for some of the technologies that are percolating up there. It would give us a chance to be helpful, but also maybe give our coaches an advantage. But as we started meeting with some of the coaches and trainers and student athletes, we started to find opportunities for us to help them with technologies either we already knew about or we scouted and found. And so we've done a few projects.
IU cites data that shows the sports tech marketplace accounted for more than $12 billion in 2021 globally and is expected to undergo annual growth of 20% until 2030. Newfield's CEO Colette Pierce Burnett is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.